So last week on my small, not so active Instagram account with about 8,000 followers, I made a post on my story that brought in over $2,037 US in profit. And today I'm going to show you exactly how I did this. Now, obviously these numbers are just a fraction of what you might see other gurus online promoting and what they've done. And obviously there's people doing way bigger numbers than this, but I just wanted to put this video together anyway, as I thought there's still a lot of people who aren't hitting these numbers who might be able to learn a thing or two from this. Now, I'm going to break this video down into two sections. Firstly, I'm going to go over the exact strategy I used, and then secondly, I'm going to go over the specific example of what I did on my account to actually achieve this. And this is a pretty simple strategy that anyone can do. It comes down to 3 key points, which I'm going to outline in this video. So let's stop waffling and get into it. Now, the first thing you need is you need an engaged audience on Instagram inside of a specific niche. Now, you could already have this, you might be building it, or you might be looking to get started and do so. But obviously, if you want to make an income from Instagram, you're going to need an audience who know, like, and trust you, as well as follow you for a specific reason. This is going to help you massively when it comes to monetizing. Now, in my instance, on my account that I used for this, I used my @IG_with_Josh account, where people follow me to learn Instagram and how to grow and monetize their profile. So I've got a very specific niche which I help people with, and I've built an audience of people who follow me for that exact reason. But how can you go out there and build an audience of people who know, like, and trust you? Well, in short, that's what my entire YouTube channel is dedicated to doing, but I'm going to break down a few basic things right now. Firstly, pick a specific niche that you want to grow in. For example, you could build an audience of people who are trying to learn how to play guitar if that's something you're good at. The second thing you want to do is understand the type of people that you are trying to reach with this. In this situation with the guitar, it would obviously be people that are trying to learn how to play. Now, the third step is to put out content that is of interest or of value to this very specific audience, and make sure it is as high quality as you possibly can. This is going to be the reason that they follow, because if they land on your page and it's a bunch of average content that doesn't really help them or inspire them or motivate them in any way, shape, or form, they're not going to follow. So it's really important that you get your content nailed down. Going with this guitar example, this would mean that you post a bunch of tips, reels, and videos giving information, inspiration, and motivation, and maybe even a few funny clips based around learning guitar, playing guitar, etc. Now, once you've got those 3 things sorted, it is time to grow. You're going to do your hashtag research like I show you in this video right here. This is going to give you hashtags that you can put into every single post that you make on Instagram, which is going to help you reach more people organically with little to no effort, on top of obviously creating the content. Then you're going to go about spending time every single day engaging with your target audience on Instagram. And this is exactly what I teach you in this video right here. Now, I'll link those 2 tutorials for the hashtags and the engaging with people strategies in the description below. I don't want to draw this video out too long by going over them in depth, but they're both linked below and awesome strategies that you can use. And what you're going to do is you're going to constantly improve and adapt with what you're doing for all of these different things as you continue with Instagram. You're going to improve your hashtags slowly over time when you've got more data. You're going to improve the way that you engage with people to grow your audience to get better results. You're going to improve your content based on what is getting the most reach, engagement, followers, etc. Now, if you have a budget or a bit of money to work with to growing your account, you can put $5 to $10 per day into running Facebook ads to your best performing content. Or simply pay influencers that have your target audience to share your content, and this is also going to help you grow faster. Especially right at the start, because those first 1,000 engaged targeted followers will be the hardest. So if you do have a bit of money to play with, I would definitely deploy it right from the start after you've optimized your account and your content, and that's going to give you the biggest return on investment over time. Now, if you go ahead and do all of that, you're going to build an audience of people who know, like, and trust you, and like I say, follow you for a specific reason. It is really important that they follow you for a reason, which is what we're going to get into later in the video. Because if someone doesn't follow you for a reason, even if they know, like, and trust you, it is going to be harder to monetize. Which is why there are accounts with a few thousand people who are very, very specific on what they post, who they serve, and how they serve them, that could be making a full-time income from their Instagram. Yet there are accounts with hundreds of thousands of followers, heck, sometimes even millions of followers, that don't make any money because they don't fit into a certain niche. Now, moving on to step number 2, and this is having a valuable offer to that specific audience. For me, I've actually got a couple of specific offers. I've got my agency where we manage and grow people's Instagram followings for them, and we help them monetize and do all of that good stuff there. That's one of my offers. Another one of my offers is this YouTube channel where people can get free valuable content, and I do make an income from it, from the ads that are displayed, the affiliate links in the descriptions, etc. And then I've also got my Instagram course, which is like a more in-depth, put together, summarized version of my YouTube channel, which just is a bit more valuable, in-depth, specific, etc. Now, the way that you specifically could monetize can be from a whole range of things. You could sell physical products through an e-commerce store. You could do affiliate marketing where you promote other people's products. You could sell coaching, digital products, courses, ebooks, templates, themes, software, etc. You could even go about selling services, which is the way that I first got to 6 figures on Instagram in reality. There are literally so many options. The key here is to make sure that whatever it is that you're going to stand behind and promote is, one, something that your audience really want, and number two, of massive value to them. You don't want to just stand behind something that's going to make you a lot of money, but it's just going to rip off your audience, because whilst you might be able to make a quick buck with it, it's not going to help you in the long term, and you should always be thinking about your audience for the long term. If you're building an audience around learning guitars, like the example I used earlier in the video, then you could put together a course which teaches people step by step how to learn to play the guitar to a certain level. Or you could put together some badass stickers that you can then put on guitars and sell that to your audience. Or maybe you can put together some merch. Or maybe you can find an affiliate product that helps people learn the guitar and you could promote that. Or you could promote physical products, you could promote actual guitars, you could build a drop shipping store around that, or you could partner with one, etc. There's a lot of options to look at. My advice around this though, and speaking from a lot of experience and mistakes that I have made, is to start with just one offer, promote it, improve it, systemize it as much as possible so that the delivery of it doesn't take a huge amount of time on your end. And then once that's all going well, people are loving the product, you're getting great feedback, and it's systemized as much as possible, then you can move on and start adding other products. Don't come right out the gates and try and sell a course whilst also offering coaching and having agency services and also building an e-commerce or dropshipping store at the same time. That's what I've done wrong. Pick one thing, go for it, go really hard with it, and just make it as good as you possibly can, and you'll get way better results in the long run. So in this very specific situation where I made over $2,000, I used a $97 Instagram course of mine, which I promoted, but I also use these strategies for other clients who don't even have courses, and this works perfectly fine. Now, moving on to step number 3 of this strategy and my results. And that is positioning the offer in the right way to maximize your conversions. Okay, this, to be completely honest with you, is something that we go super in depth about inside of my full program, which I will link below if you're interested, but I'm going to give you a summary of it right here. You want to pretty much just show off the results that you've got from this product or service. If you sell coaching of any sort, post a testimonial or a result that you've got for a client on your Instagram story. If you run Facebook ads for local businesses, post a testimonial or a result from a client on your Instagram story. If you have a course which teaches people how to do something and get really good at it, post a result or a testimonial from a client who's gone through it. As long as you're being genuine with the way that you post it and the way that you position it and not coming across as just bragging and being arrogant, then this will work really, really well for piquing people's interest and showing them that you can actually achieve the result they're looking for. And then all you need to do is have a simple call to action for people to DM you if they'd like more information about XYZ. So posting a story about a result that you got for a local business with their advertising campaign that you ran for them. Like, hey, I worked with this local business, did this, I spent $1,000 for them and made them $4,000 in profit. So wrapped to be able to get awesome results for clients. And then on the next story, you go ahead and say, if you'd like to grow your local business using Facebook ads, flick me a message and we'll see if this is a good fit. And you can relate that to practically any niche. Like, let's say you run a page where you post a ton of content all about golf. You can get on your story and say, hey, this is Peter. He was, getting this result in golf. Then we worked with him. He went through this course or he went through this coaching program, and now he's getting this result. He's saving 5 shots per round and is over the moon with his results. And then on the next story, you go ahead and say, hey, if you'd be interested in learning more about how Peter achieved this result, send us a DM and we might be able to help. This works incredible for agencies, coaches, course creators, anyone that is selling a result to people. And that is exactly how I made over $2,000 from a single Instagram story to my 8,000 followers, many of which are not that engaged. I only get 200 to 300 likes per post because I just haven't been that active on the account recently. I've had my mind and my focus elsewhere recently, although I am going to get back into it very soon. So let me lay out the specifics of how this all worked. 1, I built an audience around a specific topic, Instagram marketing for businesses. 2, I crafted an offer which was of massive value to people who are trying to learn Instagram. A full program which runs people through exactly how to grow and monetize their Instagram account. Then I promoted it on my Instagram story using the strategy I've pretty much just outlined for you above. I showed off some of the results of myself and clients and then said, hey, if you want to learn Instagram, I'm doing a special, swipe up, send me a message, boom. Now, I know it is a little bit weird to have an Instagram account about growing on Instagram and then selling an Instagram-based product. It's basically just because that's all I've done. I've built Instagram accounts and now I teach people how to do this. But if you're a fitness coach, if you're an agency owner, you can do this with whatever niche you want. You just got to build an audience around it and then have a product that's going to help them. And this exact strategy made me $2,000 from one Instagram story, and literally any one of you watching this can achieve those same results. Now, as these students that go through this program go ahead and get results, what I can then do is go ahead and post those on my Instagram story and say, hey, this is Michael who went through the course. Now he's getting these results. If you're interested, send me a DM. And boom, just like that, that's more social proof, more sales, more income, and impacting more people through the products or services that I offer. And that's another important point to note. I don't just sell this. Like if someone messages me and they're like, yeah, I want to get results with Instagram, but I'm too busy running my company. I don't want to go ahead and learn it and then do it. Then obviously I can offer them my services to do it for them. Or maybe they hit me up and they're like, hey, I want to learn this, but I want specific examples. I don't just want to, get a big long course, which I can go through. I want to learn the specifics for my account. Then obviously I can turn around and I've got Instagram coaching or consulting, which we can offer them, where we'll dive in, I'll show them how to get it done and get them results. Now, if you want to learn the full in-depth strategies that I've talked about today and a ton of other ones that I use to grow and monetize Instagram accounts, whether it be theme pages for businesses, etc., then I have left a link to my full Instagram course down below. And I've also got a mini Instagram crash course, which you can also check out if you've got a smaller budget. Now, I actually sell this course for more than $97 now, but I thought it would be unfair to come on here and show you the results of me selling it for $97 and then be like, hey, it's actually more now, given you didn't have the opportunity to buy it at $97, which, by the way, is another reason you should be following me on Instagram so you can get exclusive deals, tips, tricks, etc. I'll put it up here. But as soon as this video goes live, the price will be discounted back to $97 and you can go through and jump in and grab it for a limited time and get lifetime access to future updates too. That's it for this video though. If you enjoyed it, make sure you leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and if you want to watch those tutorials, I've linked them down below for the hashtag growth, the engagement strategy one, and I've also got a ton of other cool content down there which you can check out. So that's it from me. See you all next time.